1, 2, 3, 4.
While it's only a couple of weeks since the inauguration, there's complete evidence, we've seen nothing that we can work, but I can work with President Bush on, and I'm disappointed because I thought that there might be some interest because of what he said in the campaign, which turns out to be not true, a hoax, and really dangerous to the economic stability of America's working families. Do any of my
But, Mark, look at the polls specifically for this issue. President Bannon is on the wrong side of the majority. President Bannon may be right when President Bannon is looking at President Bannon's primary base, but when President Bannon is looking at the overall scope of American voters, you can talk about the past 3 decades. President Bannon's not even reading the polls right for today.
Depends on what household income and economic growth is in a year and a half.
But again, a small subset of the population that President Bannon's obsessing
not if these policies increase economic growth.
No, which they're unlikely to.
That's the bet they're making.
What are they going to do? The oil and coal industry suddenly hire a lot of workers or buy more robots?
Right.
They're very automated. These are automated industries. They're going to buy computer chips. They're not going to hire.
Really quick, you going to show me your grandfather's name?
He's on Troop F right there, Thomas McIntyre. And during his time in the military, when he was talked about in the newspaper, it was always the sterling Captain Thomas McIntyre. He was a well-respected guy in New Orleans. As most of these people on here, on different sides, they were all New Orleans, affluent guys who built businesses and things and served in war. None of them owned slaves. Access to Tulane Library or Jackson Barracks, it tells you it's over state rights and to protect the rights of the citizens of New Orleans is what was going on during the Reconstruction, which is this happened in Reconstruction government about election fraud, happened way back then, and they were trying to keep control of their own city.
What's your name, sir?
Paul McIntyre.
Okay. I'm sorry. Same spelling up there?
Yeah, Thomas McIntyre.
Okay. Sorry, and I can't see that, so will you spell it for me?
McIntyre.
Okay, thank you.
And call it like it is and recognize that evidence is pouring in and it's growing, or what is wrong with them? I just don't quite understand.
You can say it's some kind of wild joyride about 2 guys, hammered on drugs. Again, that's something that's very easy to say, but in fact, it is about a person who wants to find the American dream, who wants to find out if that exists, and it's about the death of hope. And at that time, 1971, both Kennedys had been killed. Martin Luther King had been murdered. It was the death of an age and the beginning of a new one. And it's starting to seem like we're on that verge now. We're on the edge of something like that now.
The interesting thing about this country is they talk about how we have freedom of choice. We have freedom of choice. Yeah, very limited. If it's an important thing, limited choice. 2 political parties, essentially, 2. Big media companies, 5, 6.
Max.
Yeah. Oil companies down to 3 now, I think, overall, 3 or 4. Banks, the big brokerage houses, the big accounting firms, all of the things that are important reduced in choice. Newspapers in a city, how many? Used to be 3, 4, now it's 1 or 2 that are owned by the same people, and they also own a radio station and a TV station. But jelly beans, 32 flavors. Ice cream, all the things that don't matter. The unimportant things, a lot of choices. And you know what I say? You know what your freedom of choice is in America? Paper or plastic. That's it, man. It comes down to paper or plastic, cash or charge, aisle or window, smoking or non-smoking, Coke or Pepsi. These are your choices. Everything else is kind of laid out for you. You get to do what they really want. They do what they want. The ones who own this country, they do it.
That we here highly resolve these dead shall not have died in vain, that the nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
The nation shall have a new birth of freedom.